There are a lot of crazy things which happen in this world. Things which, if not seen live, may actually be very hard to believe. But no need to worry, we've got you covered. Today, we present to you a few moments which, if were not caught on camera, no one would have believed it. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. First up, we have a video of a man holding a bag with hundreds of snakes inside. A single snake, considering how dangerous it is difficult to capture, let alone hundreds of them. And this guy released them into the wild by collecting them with the help from none other than his bare hands. Now this is certainly something which I would not believe if someone had told me about it. Have you ever heard of the term ghost fish? Well, neither had I before I came across this video. The name ghost fish is given to this fish, not because it died and its soul is haunting the seas, but because the body of this fish is totally transparent. You can actually see through this fish's body. I honestly wouldn't believe such a creature exists until I see one for myself. Did you know crocodiles are not as slow as you think they are? It is often thought that crocodiles are strong beasts, but with not a lot of speed. Well, here's a video to prove that statement wrong. Crocodiles gallop just like dogs, giving their target not a lot of time. So if you think you can just outrun a crocodile after messing with it, well, you may want to rethink your strategy. This weird-looking creature is called a colugo. As you can see from the reaction of this man, this isn't a very commonly found creature. And if it wasn't caught on camera, many would refuse to believe that it even exists.
What the fuck is that? Ah, get away! Get away! What the fuck is it? No! No, no, no! Is it dead? I think it's fucking dead. Okay, just
Next up on our list, we have a creepy looking creature, often referred to as a ghost shark. These creepy looking creatures lie in the depths of the sea and have a body structure very different to that of usual fishes or even sharks. It has fins on both sides of its body, and unlike usual fishes, it uses these feather-like fins to travel. But these fins are there for a purpose, which is to cover maximum distance while exhausting minimum amount of energy. Would you believe that this sea monster exists if you had not seen it here? I know I wouldn't have. What is the first thing which crosses your mind after reading the term immortal fish? A fish which simply doesn't die? Well, you sort of guessed it right. These fishes really are nature's greatest mysteries. As you can see from the looks of it, the fishes are long dead, but as soon as a bit of water is poured on them, they come back to life. These fishes are actually called suckermouth catfish, but the name immortal fish suits it too, don't you think? Snakes aren't really considered to be the best of climbers, but don't let this distract you from the fact that they can climb trees quite efficiently. So if you were thinking of running away and hiding on a tree while being chased by a snake, you might want to rethink that. Sea divers often make others want to rethink their career paths, considering how much they get to explore the underwater world. And this video is another proof of that. These sea divers in Canada captured some amazing and quite unreal footage when he found himself swimming with thousands of tadpoles. Now this is certainly something you don't see on a daily basis. I'm sure if someone told you that they captured a flock of birds falling out of the sky straight into the ground, you wouldn't believe them. But this shocking photo will give you the chills. A CCTV camera captured hundreds of yellow-headed birds free-falling out of the sky and hitting the ground. While some of the birds managed to fly away, the others simply died on the spot from the impact. What do you think could be the reason behind this peculiar event? I know we were led to believe that dinosaurs were long extinct, and none of them exist in the modern day in any shape or form. But this strange video of a pterosaur flying in the sky may make you want to think differently. Now, this footage could be fake, but it certainly was strange enough to make it on our list. What do you think about this video? Let us know in the comments below. Anacondas, without a doubt, are one of the most creepy looking creatures to exist on this planet. As you can see in the video, these fishermen decided to catch a closer glimpse of a giant anaconda in Brazil by grabbing it from its tail. But their actions didn't go unpunished, and they were fined by the Brazilian government. What a strange sequence of events, I must say. You may think that rats are harmless little creatures, but this rat is like no other. The rat, when approached by its predators, jumps in the air and avoids the attack successfully almost every time. This ninja rat has the ability like no other rodent. With powerful kicks and soaring jumps, desert kangaroo rats can avoid attacks from predators like rattlesnakes. I don't know about you, but I certainly wouldn't believe such a creature exists as long as I don't see it with my own eyes. Turtles are considered to be one of the slowest animals when on land, but this little fella seems to have cracked the code to running fast on land, because from the looks of it, he doesn't seem to be having any issues running on the ground. If this wasn't caught on camera, surely no one would have believed this. Orcas are undoubtedly one of the smartest creatures on Earth when it comes to learning new things and communication. This orca decided to use a fish, which was provided to it as a snack, as a bait to attack on the seagulls. The seagulls fell for this trap and the orca was successful in its attempt. Now, when you look at it considering it's just a fish, that was a very smart and cunning move, something which you would not expect an animal to do. There are a lot of creatures on Earth which are actually quite scary, not because of the danger they pose, but because of the way they look. Same was the case with this goat, which was born with a human-like face in Kenya. People from all over the place came over to see this spectacle. Sadly, the newborn goat couldn't live for long, but its human-like face surely remained a mystery for all. This little elephant found himself stuck in a canal with nowhere to go, so he had to turn to the nearest available option, and that was humans. The humans nearby saw this and quickly realized they had to help him. After working out a suitable plan to help the poor animal, they were successful in pulling him out of the canal. The elephant seemed very grateful. Fish are creatures of the sea, as we all know, but did you know they can walk on land as well? In this video, you can see fish trying to walk their way to the water. These fish probably ended up on the land because of high waves, but the way they were jumping their way to the water almost made it look like they were walking. Did you know that trees bleed? Well, not all of them, but this specific tree found in South Africa seems to bleed whenever it's cut down. Many people considered such a kind of tree to only exist in fairy tales until they encountered them for themselves. Maybe this is nature's way of telling us to stop cutting down trees. Kingfishers fly at amazingly high speeds, but this makes them vulnerable to any obstacles in their path. This poor kingfisher had his beak stuck in a tree all the way down. So this man saw this and quickly rushed over to save the poor bird. Showing kindness isn't that difficult, but it sure is beautiful. Humans often tend to become vegetarians in order to stay healthy and avoid all the fats which come with meat. But this particular snail seems to have grown fond of carrots. And this little guy just can't have enough carrot. I can't say I ever expected a snail to become vegan, that's for sure. Eels surely are one of the most scary looking sea creatures. But this sea diver wasn't going away without catching a glimpse of this eel and petting it. From the looks of it, the eel also seemed to enjoy the sea diver's company and the cute pets. The sea diver has surely won gloating rights now that he has petted one of the most scariest creatures underwater. Would you believe such an event had occurred if you hadn't seen it on camera? I know I wouldn't have. Like and subscribe right now to get 10 years of good luck.